We got a boat call. Woo.
That reminds me of the Parent Trap.
Welcome back, guys, to Two Nice Girls Talking.
This is Goose.
This is JRK. We're here today with some drinks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Had a lovely weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? You went on this date and it was tragic, or it was great, or
No.
did you get blown off?
No. Are we talking about how I fumbled the bag?
Oh, yeah. Was it a date?
No, this was at work.
Oh, no.
Okay. So I had to work on Father's Day, which was Sunday. And so we're all working, whatever, and I really wanted a Coke. And so then I was getting two of my other coworkers a Coke. And then I was passing off to one of my coworkers that I was going upstairs to get said Cokes. And so then two more people wanted a Coke. So I'm up to 5 Cokes I had to get. So I'm waiting in line, and this fine-ass dad walks up to me. And
An actual dad?
Yes, an actual dad. He walks up to me and he's like, oh, does the line start over here, over here? I don't know why I was so awkward this day. Like, usually I have no problem starting conversation, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Some days you just don't feel it.
Yeah, I was just like really awkward. So the dad, he was just a really nice looking and really nice dad. And so I told him where the line started, and he went to the opposite side. So I was like, oh, sir, I meant behind me. And so then he came behind me and he's like, you're messing with me, haha. So we had some funny banter back and forth. And he was so nice to the workers too. I love when people are nice to workers.
Yeah, that's a green flag.
Yeah, because you could tell he was like rich too. And I was like, ooh. And so then I'm waiting for all my Cokes, and he's like, whoa, well, girl, like, where are you going with those? And I was like, well, I was just being really generous to my coworkers. Apparently, I didn't realize what I signed up for, because I got us all the largest Cokes we could have.
Yeah.
And a carrier is only 4 drinks. So I had mine plus 4. So he said, let me pay and we're going to help you. And he had his 2 hot ass sons behind him.
Oh, my word.
And I didn't see them until I told him, sir, no, that's okay. I got this. I only need to go downstairs. So he proceeds to pick up my drink carrier and give it to one of his hot sons.
So my question is like the setup with him or the kids?
Just wait.
Okay.
So he hands it off to his son, and he said, follow her and help her and go where she needs to go. And so I was like, sir, no, like, I got this, I promise. The workers are all laughing. I'm just so awkward. Usually I'm not as awkward. And so then I'm like, okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. He's like, it's no problem. Like, seriously. So then it's just me and his son. And I don't know what was happening, but I could not put together a sentence. Like,
18 or older?
I didn't get any information. I don't know. So we get to the elevator, and I do like this awkward little run to try to catch the elevator. Didn't catch it. So I'm like, hold on. Like, I'm running with my Coke, and he's just behind me, probably like, what the fuck? Because I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, you didn't have to do this. And he's like, my dad's an idiot. Ha ha ha. So then we're waiting for the elevator, and I'm just standing there silent. And then I kept, when you like wait for an elevator and you keep like hitting the button to see if it'll
like
come.
It's not coming.
So I kept hitting. I was like, it'll be here any minute. I just
like as if you have to give the time update to the kid that's been to the mall before.
Yeah, and he's just holding my drink, like my drinks. I'm like, and so we get in the elevator, and then I start conversation. I'm like, was that your dad? Are you guys here for Father's Day? Like, did he choose to come to the mall on Father's Day, or was it your mom? He's like, no, he wanted to hit Lululemon before we went golfing. And so we just had some small talk about golf. So I walk in the store, and my coworkers are like, who is this random sexy ass kid walking with you? And all I could say was, oh, his dad made him. Like that's all I said. I didn't get any information. I didn't get his name, his number, nothing.
So he dropped off the Cokes?
He dropped off the Cokes and left. I'll never see him again.
Yeah.
I was being so awkward. So then my manager, one of like my managers, she treats me like her little sister. She was like, listen, I need to give you some tough love. What the fuck? She's like, Emily, you can literally talk to a plant. You can have a conversation with a brick wall.
Yeah.
And what you can't now in an elevator? Yeah. No. And I was like, I know, like I've been messing up, and I've been having some awkward encounters lately. And I'm like, listen, I just need to go to a flirting class. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I feel like it's like
I'm fumbling the bag, and they're like, I'm just so disappointed in you. You fumbled so hard.
I think you got confused because you were thrown off by the dad. you know,
Yeah, because at
like,
first,
you were confused if you were going for the dad or if you didn't even know he was a dad.
yeah,
And
I
then
know,
he
it was just
throws
some
you off
hot-
because there's like too many me's and you're
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah,
what's the
and
program?
at first, I was literally gonna text one of my coworkers being like, "This dad is flirting with me upstairs," but then he like was trying to set me up with his son. I don't know. They were definitely just trying to be nice, but I could have ran with that one, and I totally fumbled the bag.
Well, it's a good theme for Father's Day weekend, I'd say.
Definitely.
Classic.
Yeah.
Today's episode, we wanted to do truth or drink.
Truth or drink.
And we asked the group, per se, our followers, for questions. And we actually received a lot of great questions.
Yeah,
so
we
thank you
did.
guys, right?
Yeah, thank you so much.
We split them up and we didn't really look at them. We just split them up half and half. So Emily and I are going to ask each other the questions that were submitted. There was like 45 submitted. So that's awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be like 20 questions, like a first date type of thing, but you're getting to know us here.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Worst habit a potential partner could have. Red flag habit.
Red flag habit. I think not listening to your point of view, or like if you're feeling down or just your feelings, dismissing your feelings.
She got deep. I thought you were gonna say like dirty socks or something.
Oh, ew, that's bad too.
I know. Okay. Do you want to ask? Do you want to go back and forth? You want me to do a couple for you?
You can do a couple where we can go back and forth after a while.
Most embarrassing thing that's happened to you at a restaurant?
I don't think I have one.
You're like, I'm flawless at restaurants when I dine.
I've never like had something embarrassing. Oh, I mean, something weird happened to me once. Like, it wasn't embarrassing on my part, but the waiters, I was embarrassed for the waiter.
What happened?
Well, they brought me over.
Should I just read your mind?
At this point, I feel like we could.
Yeah.
I was at this restaurant. It's a predominantly like old people go there. And and so it's just like to your left, like an old person's choking on their pancake. To the right, someone's passing out. Yeah. And so I'm in there and I received my pancakes and one of them had a booger on it.
Dude. Oh.
Yeah. And I had to tell the waitress, I was like, "Ma'am, I don't know what that is, but like I think there's like something on there." And
I'm literally gagging.
She manhandled my hot cake. She picked it up with her bare hands and was like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, I think there is something on there." So she's like, "I'll get you a new round." I was like, okay.
If she picked it up and didn't think something was on there, what would she have done? Just put it back and said,
like,
"Nah,
"Just eat
you're
it.
good."
Just eat it. I don't know.
The full grab.
That's like the worst thing I can think of. I don't know. I don't think I've had it any.
Yeah, that was nasty.
When I was little, I used to get embarrassed about everything in restaurants. Like my mom would talk and I'd be like, "Shh, quiet down." But that's
Somebody asked, what's the last lie you told? It was like getting like elementary school vibes.
God, yeah. See, I get nervous about lying. I don't really lie. I'm not even trying to be like that, but I can't lie.
I can't either.
But like a white lie, I don't know.
I feel like you don't even do that.
This is not interesting.
You're brutally honest.
Do you have a lie?
No. I don't lie either. All my friends know that. They're like, yeah, she's like, if she lies, then she like has to like figure it out and
Like
go
my
say
mom
sorry
knows
immediately.
everything about me, even stuff she doesn't want to know.
Probably have lied like 5 times in my life total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if I do, I like own up to it.
Would you ever date someone twice your age?
Okay, well.
Is this somebody like inquiring? I didn't see who asked this. Is this somebody old inquiring if you're going to date them?
I would normally say no, but I've been watching Grey's Anatomy and rewatching the seasons with Lexi and Mark Sloan.
Yeah.
And he's like twice her age, and I love their relationship. So age is just a number.
Okay, fair.
Age is just a number.
Good thing. Let the people know.
Mm-hmm. I think it depends on the situation, because what I was talking to you about earlier, that's messed up. On the phone.
Yeah, there was some scandal that Emily got the tea on.
I can't say it. I would probably get sued. I can't afford that right now.
Bro, you're not getting sued. You're gonna be fine. Did you ever fail a class?
Yeah.
What class?
In college.
What class?
I don't even remember. I block it out.
Shut up. You remember.
I think it was psych, but because I like genuinely just stopped going because I like hated my life.
Yeah. I had a dream that I was in high school
but
when
never
COVID
in high school. I
happened.
never failed a class in high school. I was good in high school and middle school.
Yeah. I feel like college is like a slap in the face sometimes.
Yeah.
I took an online stats class, and I started the class the day I went to leave for study abroad. So like, why would I, do it? And I thought I could just go show up the day of the test and like take it. But I went out the night before because I was driving East Lansing anyways. So I'm like, oh, I gotta just make it a little trip.
Yeah.
So I went out. I slept on my friend's floor for like 4 hours, and then I woke up to take the exam after studying abroad for a month. So like, didn't study.
Funny.
Got a 45%.
It's okay. It's better than 0.
Better than 0. And then I was like, well, I did the math and stuff. I'm like, it won't hurt my GPA that bad if I get like 100% at the next exam. The next exam, I go to take it, and we have a message coming in.
You need to keep up the strong shoe game during shoots.
Oh, incoming. Shoot.
Incoming.
Well, the frame doesn't have my shoes in it this week, but shout out.
Don't worry about what she has on her feet right now.
Shout out Ross. Thank you.
Thank you, Ross. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. He's my friend from the wakeboard team.
Thank you so much, Ross. Jenna appreciates it. She does have nice shoes.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the next exam, and I was about to go. So I took the first exam, got a 45. Went to take the next exam. The day my grandpa died was like the day before the exam. Okay. So I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks before. Basically called Michigan State and was like, hey, can I take this exam at your remote location like 2 hours away in Port Huron, because the funeral was the next day. And I was like, I don't want to drive to East Lansing, take the test and come back. And they told me no. And I was like, okay, then can I postpone the exam? Like, I've had a death in the family. I was thinking it'd be easier for them just to tell me to take it at like a proctored site. No, you have to come take it.
See, that's the problem with, I feel like people lie about their grandparents dying to get out of stuff, so then they don't actually believe you when a grandparent actually passes away, which is so messed up.
That's really
That's
messed
like
up.
the most used excuse in college, I feel like.
One of my friends,
in the family.
Somebody sent an email and they're like, so I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make it to class tomorrow. Somebody said they were hammered at the bar. They said at 11 p.m.
Something I would say.
And she's like, is it okay if I maybe don't come? And the person responded in the morning at like 7 a.m. right before the class. They're like, no, that will count as a used absence.
I'm crying. That's hilarious.
Okay, do you want to ask some?
Yeah. Ooh, some of these are good.
I have one for you.
Do you?
What's the meanest thing you've ever said to someone?
Oh, God.
Hence the theme, 2 nice girls.
Well, I feel like in middle school and high school, me and my friends were kind of brutal because we were like sisters.
Yeah, like bullying going on in middle school.
But just to each other. I don't know.
I feel like if somebody puts on an outfit, like I love going shopping with my friends that I can banter with and like say stuff, because they'll pick something up and I'll be like, dude, are you literally a pilgrim? I'll be like, you can't get that. And they'll be like, I was liking it.
Yeah, they're very brutally honest with me.
I'll say anything like that.
Me. They've given me some thick skin.
Yeah. Incoming call. What's the biggest secret you've ever leaked?
Oh my goodness. I wish I was more.
You didn't leak anything?
No, I don't know. Have you ever leaked a secret?
Well, my mom would always buy my dad gifts when I was like 6, and I would have to tell them. Like, they would buy like, it would be like an anniversary, birthday gift. Oh my God, you were
that kid.
Yeah, and I would be like 2 weeks before they got it, I would be like, Mom got you a camera.
So how's that necklace?
Yeah, stuff like that. And then one time they were going on like some big 20-year trip, and I was like 10, I think, and I was like, Dad's taking you to Alaska. I said something like that, like something ridiculous. It's just like, I swear what is that, like Tourette's? Or I'm not saying I have Tourette's. No, but I'm just saying, like, is that impulse control, like that I don't, like I can't hold in like something.
Well, one of my best friends, Gabby, she, like, growing up, if she ever got anyone a present, like, she would be like, oh, I'm just too excited, and like, don't tell me, I want to be surprised.
Yeah,
she would always tell me what she got for me. And then she was always the kid that would search their house for the Christmas presents.
Yeah.
But I was the type of person that I don't even want to see. I don't want to see where the presents are. I still don't know where my mom hid the presents.
I like to be surprised too.
I have no idea where she hid them because I never went and looked.
Yeah, that's a good kid.
Never. Okay, wait. What's the worst date you've ever been on? Oh, wait, should I not?
No, so one time I was at Leo's Coney Island. Mm-hmm. That was the date.
That's it?
And it was just terrible. It was like really bad. Coney Island. It wasn't awkward. Like, it was fine, but I would think I was in like 10th grade. And the food like was just so gross all around. Like people next to us were ordering like bread pudding and shit. So I was getting grossed out.
Ew, bread pudding.
And I think the AC was broke, so it was like hot.
Ew, it's like hot chili and cheese.
It was like nothing to do with the date's fault. It was just like the environment.
Ew.
I hate a restaurant.
What is bread pudding? That's so gross.
Have you ever seen it? It's nasty. I swear it's like
just,
vanilla
like, mushy?
pudding with like cookies crumbled on top.
Ew.
But it's like hot.
Ew.
They warm it up, I think.
Wait, when was your first kiss? Explain.
In the hall in 7th grade.
Mine was in 7th grade too.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we like text each other, go in the hallway now.
It's happening.
It was so weird.
That's really funny. That's
yeah, it
so
was funny.
cute.
Where was yours?
Mine was at my friend Alex's house. It was at her birthday, 7th grade, October. And it was,
Why the month?
I don't know, I'm just setting the scene.
Yeah.
It was with my 7th grade boyfriend. And it was a dare. So we got dared to kiss, and we kissed in front of everyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it weird?
No, I was really excited. I told my mom on the way home.
The fact you had to tell your mom?
I was like, Mom. Oh, and he kissed me goodbye too.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Kind of weird though. Dude, if I look at the height of 7th graders now.
I know. I was like a fetus.
I get spooked. I'm like, you're in 7th grade? It was like, I was that
They're
size.
so small. They're so small.
Weird.
Oh,
Go.
show the last 5 people you texted and what the messages said.
Mine are like, oh. My shipped shopper says, they unfortunately only have Casamigos Anejo in the larger size. Would that be okay?
What were you trying to order? Blanc.
Tequila and shipped grocery shopping. That's okay, thanks. They're also out of the waffles.
Oh, the worst.
I said substitute. What you think?
She said use your judgment.
Yeah, personal judgment on that. And then I was texting you, and then a client, another client, and then my friend's group chat was sending just stuff, plans for the 4th of July. Not interesting.
Interesting. Not interesting. Should I do mine?
Yeah. Why? Is it funny?
No.
Okay, then don't do it.
Oh, okay.
You got any more questions? Oh, somebody asked what are the qualities of somebody you specifically, they specifically asked Goose, that you would go out with?
I don't know if they asked me. Did they say my name?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
She blushes, dude.
What was
What?
it?
You're like, they said my name.
That's crazy. What was the question?
They said, what are the qualities you're looking for in a guy that you would go on a date with, and what checks your boxes?
It's a loaded question. Yeah. Checks my box.
Can't handle.
I think to go on a date with a guy or to have fun with a guy would be obviously funny.
Yeah.
Just
fair.
like we could have a good time, good banter.
Yeah.
Also thoughtful, like a thoughtful person, and is very outgoing. So I like when people are very, I know it's like bare minimum, but kind to wait staff and kind to the people around them. Because, sometimes guys, maybe they're a little shy or they just like don't know how to act in a social setting. And I just like find that really unattractive.
The pilgrim hand motion, you're like the bare minimum.
Yeah. The floor. It's on the floor.
Literally. So like those are good.
Yeah.
But what checks your boxes? Like what defines a 10 to you? What you just said, not necessarily just qualities, but
like physical and emotional.
Anything. What you got going on? Like where are they living?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'd say like established-ish for our age. Because like, come on, we're all trying to figure out what we're still doing. Motivated.
Fair.
Like not just like sitting on the couch playing video games all day.
Yeah, I feel like a video gamer is a remotely a red flag.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of boys' closet play video games though.
Yeah. Like you can do it for a hobby and with your friends at the end of the night or whatever. But if I'm like at a guy's house at my age and they're not talking to me and they're playing their video games, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
I think a guy that I like when people plan things. I've said this before. I love that. When you're just like, let's do this. We're going here.
You're like the girl in 7th grade that went on Tumblr and was like, I would love for that backyard movie in the truck with the lights. Like if you set that up for me,
Wait,
babe,
that sounds actually really fun.
you would still like it.
But that sounds fun.
Or when those couples get like the paint out and it's those cringy like things couples do, Instagram accounts, and they're like touching each other, they have the paint on and like they're in
Ew.
bathing suits outside.
Okay, no, that's pushing it a little far.
You would be like, it was so thoughtful, he set this up for me. The water balloon fight, like the cringe summer
it's so
bucket
thoughtful.
list.
He picked my favorite color of paint.
Dude, if a guy came to you and was like, I have a 20 thing list of things to do for us as a couple for the summer, a bucket list, you would be like, dream man.
Okay. But it's only if I don't find them cringy. Like if
The
I'm into
activities?
you and you're thoughtful, that's the problem.
I feel like you want a masculine thoughtful. You don't want like
yes, I don't want
a
some
super
corny,
freak.
Like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want like doing this because. Okay,
I don't know. Boys' definition of
There's
thoughtful.
a fine line.
I feel like boys' definition of thoughtful is a lot different than girls, and like it's also maybe like less involved. Their thoughtfulness is like holding the door, carrying your bag.
Yeah,
You know,
which
it's
is all
more
nice.
like consistent
But
unseen
that shouldn't
actions.
count as thoughtful. That should just count as like it comes with the.
Yeah,
You know.
but I think it is like there's intent there. You know.
Yeah, of course.
But those are like more thankless. Like I always try to say thank you, but like those are just like consistency. I feel like that defines a good relationship too, because they're always there and you can like trust that they're there.
I'd say for me, I'm genuinely interested in them, and it takes me a minute because I'm just like, I get in my head. I don't know. Everyone's like, you just think too much. I'm like, I know, but just shut up. Just stop. I know. But if I'm into the person and they're doing all these things, then I would fall in love. But like if I'm not into you and you're like some random stranger like texting me, oh, setting this up, like I'm scared of you.
Well, I think that's just the dynamic. That's like what it is to be like in love with someone. Like there's no definition or like bounds around it. Just like you figure it out when it's the right person.
No, exactly.
'Cause
How
that's
did
why
you
you're
know you were
cringe.
in love with Jaren? Loaded question.
I don't know.
Do you like remember a specific moment? Like when you first met him, were you already interested or did it take a while?
I was just like always interested in him. Like he was so interesting
Okay.
and like so nice to me.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it was. And it was like a slow roll.
Were you looking for a relationship?
No, not at all.
So I
It
feel
was
like that's
freshman
when it
year of
happens.
college and he just was always like so nice.
Yeah.
And he was so consistent.
Yeah, consistency.
And like that's
real.
what was like there was been so many times in my life where something like insane has gone on or like some of the worst moments of my life, and it was like God's plan that he was there for that. It was almost an accident. Like it was weird,
Yeah.
like very situational things that like maybe he wasn't have been the first call, but because like we weren't even dating and stuff like that, but then like he showed up for me.
Oh, that's
So
really
it was like
sweet.
yeah.
I mean, that's why I think everything happens for a reason. Like people are put in your life for a certain reason.
Yeah, I agree. And I think sometimes it's hard to find out at our age because you don't really know because there's so many dynamics of stuff, you know? But like I said, it was just like he's always makes an effort to be there for me, which is cool.
And has done that since.
Yeah. And that
Which
was
is
like
sweet.
when I thought about our relationship before we started dating, I was like, that's my person because of that, you know? And not that it was also situations where like he didn't have to do that for me. And it's not like I'm only dating him because I need him to do that, but that's what, you know what I mean? You need support.
Yeah.
And so like that's been so cool. And then he always like he'll support like some of my dumbest ideas or like situations where other people are like, don't do that yet or not good play. He'll be like, you got this.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So
Biggest
it's cute.
cheerleader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say I love you to someone in like 7th grade? I feel like you'd be that chick.
Okay, I think you have a wrong idea of me.
No, in a cute way. Like I don't mean it mean. It's just
No,
like innocent,
actually,
nice.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Okay, in my 6th grade yearbook, my 6th grade boyfriend wrote 143, comma, or I love you. And 143 in like some, I don't know what language it is.
On a calculator.
I don't know. It just means I love you because it's like I, 1, 4, love you is 3 words.
Oh, letters.
I mean letters. Sorry.
Did you say it back?
Well, he just wrote it in my yearbook and gave it to me. He didn't give me a chance to be like, hey, I 143 you back.
Okay, the problem is here. You're like, I think you have the wrong impression of me, and I'm like, then you admit, and then you're like, well, actually, this did happen. Yeah. I'm like, it's kind of spot on.
Okay, the thing about me is, it just takes a long time. So like, I know And my friends would say the same thing, and my mom too, that you're saying right now. And I just don't want to admit it to myself that I'm like this like soft, actually soft person, because when I am in a vulnerable situation with a guy, it takes me a very long time to get to that soft spot. But like when I'm talking to my friends or my family, I'm a very like soft, huggy, like wanting to be like, you are amazing, like wanting to reiterate everything about them, always trying to remind people how much I love them.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to me actually getting in a relationship and being vulnerable, I get scared and I like put up this huge shell.
Do you have trust issues?
I think I do. And I also think like, oh, what if this is wrong? Or what if someone along the line comes around and it's better or whatever? And then I also am like, I'm so good on my own. Like I'm not desperate for relationships. Like why am I wasting my time if it feels a little off? But then my mom's like, and my friends and you, like you didn't even give him a chance.
Yeah. See, that's what's hard. And I talk to a lot of my friends and they say the same thing.
It's just hard.
They're like,
it's weird.
And right now, I feel like it's because of social media too, partially. Not blaming social media, but like the time, our attention spans are so short now.
Mm-hmm.
So then we look at a situation and like a lot of my friends will go on one date and they're like, no,
that's literally me.
But like you kind of have to get into it. You have to date a person to know if you even want to be with them. And then it's not fair too, because half the time people have a bad first date. And it's not their fault. Like, it just wasn't great. So that's why it's easier to date friends. But you always find a flaw. Not you, but like a lot of our friends, I feel like it's the attention span thing. You can't stay focused enough.
I don't know why that is. Like, I feel like when I get older, I'll look back and understand more. I don't know. Like, when you and Jaren got together, you thought, okay, this is it. Like, it just felt right.
Yeah.
But then when you look back, I don't know. I guess you like forget about the instances.
You look back and you think it feels right. Like everybody goes through confusion.
That's what I'm saying. You forget about the instances where you're like, maybe this wasn't right. Like it wasn't all perfect.
Yeah.
When it first started.
And even as you go, you still think, because you're not like a lot of my friends are in committed relationships, but like it's natural for human beings to have an instance of, am I making the right decision?
Mm-hmm.
You know, am I doing what I was meant to do? You know, is this the right plan and like path for me? But that's like anything in life, right? You pick a job and then you have doubts.
Yeah.
But you have to just keep, what I've been doing lately is I found like 4 things that I claim as like my truth.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like will literally like pray that to go to bed at night. Like I'll say, I'm happy, I'm loved, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
And then like, it's really weird, but I'll fall asleep and it's like resonating. So it's like reminding my body that like this is true and this is happening. And so it's like a subconscious kind of factor. Then your body works to do that and make that happen. And then my 4th one is I'm going to make $2 million this year. So
love that.
But like, it's just, I think it's helping.
No, honestly, like the positive manifesting is good.
Yeah. So even if you're not in a relationship, like just to remind yourself that you're confident and you want to make the decisions you're making.
It's also important to lean on trusted friends and family.
Yeah.
And also to trust their point of view.
Yes.
But it's also hard when, say, you see a friend in a bad situation with a guy. We're all old at this point. Like, you look back at, like, middle school and high school. You tried to talk your friend out of something. No one's going to listen. And so you learn as you grow older that people are only going to do things, like they only are going to make the decision to leave or do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But it's up to you as a friend to give them support and tell them you're smart. Like give them positive feedback instead of like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, what are you doing with this guy type of thing? Like you just need to support people, because if you don't, then they're going to be afraid to talk to you about these things.
Yeah.
And then not have the advice from a loving friend that they can trust. So that's another important thing. That's
smart.
why I'm really happy to have who I have in my life. I'm very lucky in that way that I can just be honest and truly myself.
Same.
And they'll just support me, but also give me tough love when I need it.
Yeah, sometimes too, you have to be the friend that steps up and is like, hey, I know I'm going to love you in either way of whatever you do. It doesn't really matter. But like, I'm seeing this, and I don't like it because I know you.
Yeah.
And I don't think like this is what you really want, but then you got to know when to stop, right?
Yeah, because you got to remind yourself, like, people are only going to listen to so much. Yeah. They're going to do what they want to do.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to have the balls to step up once, say it once, say your piece, you know, especially if they're asking you for, like, if they're worried and they're like, please tell me the truth. Are you getting red flags? And if you're the friend that's like, no, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's not right either, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
It's hard.
The relationships aspects for me, I don't know why I am being very vulnerable right now, because it's not just you that's going to hear this, but like, I don't know what it is. I think with the trust issues thing, I don't know if it was like because of a past relationship or whatever.
Yeah.
Because when I would get these like feelings in my stomach of like something's not right, and then being told or like gaslighted that like, no, you're acting crazy, whatever, and then like finding out like a year or two later that like everything I thought was right, it's just like, I don't know if I can trust myself getting into something else that's not good and like staying in it. Like, I'm just like scared, even though I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
But like, I'm scared I'll get into something else that's like not the best, and like I'll just be attached to the person and I'll stay in it. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's totally normal. That's why I like to like think of the present day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's totally a time and place, right? When you like are well fed, well rested, to have thoughtful conversations with yourself, your friends, and write stuff down about your goals.
Yeah.
But like, then you have to trust your decision.
Yeah. And the
'Cause
fact
that's
that I'm
life.
like self-aware about stuff in the past.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm
That's
not going to
good.
make the same mistakes, or not that they were mistakes, but still, it's just scary.
It's normal to be scared.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody is.
'Cause I'm so at peace just chilling.
Huh?
I'm so at peace just chilling by myself. Like, I don't want anyone to disrupt my peace.
That's cool too. If you're in a zone like where you're like,
yeah, but
trying
like
to
it
figure out
comes to a
yourself.
point where it's like, I would love to have like share my life with someone too.
I'm like, shit, we came to a conclusion and now we're out of it.
Listen, I am so at peace. Like, my biggest fear is someone disrupting that. But I don't need to
that's
think
what
like
you-
that. I'm being
life
so
isn't
pessimistic
peaceful, though,
about
you
that.
know?
I know.
So you got to just embrace it, because maybe you'll find more peace. Like, there's something to do. Yeah, peace
No,
has
I
a
know,
place.
it's true.
Love has a place.
Yeah.
Fighting has a place.
Yeah.
You know, there's disruption in everything.
Yeah, I know.
It's sad though. It's scary.
I know with everyone else in my life, I'm like, you gotta be so positive, blah, blah,
I
blah.
know.
And then I don't take my own advice. But I feel like no one takes their own advice.
Yeah. Do you feel like that makes you sad because you're so positive, and then it's like hard for you to internalize and be positive?
I don't know what it makes me feel. I don't even think about it.
Fucked in the head.
It is kind of sad. Yeah.
That was impulse.
It is
Impulse
kinda
control.
sad. Yeah. That's really sad.
All right. Well, I guess let's say thanks to the viewers for listening to our therapy talk this morning.
I just think it's important to remind yourself that all these thoughts are normal. Just lean on your support group and be open and honest, and open to criticism if you need it.
What happened to me the other day that was really cool, a couple of my friends from like a long time ago reached out, like both instances random, but like called and texted me, and like I haven't talked to them probably in like 6 months, a couple years. So that was cool, because then you forget, like, you built all these relationships, but you know, life moves.
I love when people reach out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you like overthink, like, what if I reach out, would that be weird?
Yeah.
But I love when people reach out, because then you can catch up or talk about things from the past that you might have forgot.
Or even just like, I hope you're doing well, you know, like
I
thinking
love
about
that.
you. Yeah. So let's do that as a takeaway to the viewers.
Just text people. If you've been thinking about them, just reach out. You
Hit
never
them
know.
up. Xbox chat, baby.
Yeah, it could spark something real nice.
Okay. Emily's going for the date vibe.
Yeah. No, just even friends. But I don't know. You never know. You never know.
Even just friends.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening again.
Yeah, this was real nice.
I'm Jerica.
I'm about to think about this from the whole car ride home. Just everything we just talked about. I'm Goose. Thank you guys.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.